Hey guys, it's Tony with BWB Biker Magazine and Wood Tramp Outdoors. So a lot of you guys have contacted us and asked us about our opinion on CoalCracker Bushcraft's T6Zero emergency shelter. I didn't have an opinion, but now I do. So hang tight. I'll be right back. All right, guys, welcome back. I'm just gonna cut right to the chase here on this. I can't remember. I think Dan Wowak released this a couple years ago, maybe a year and a half ago. I can't remember which. But ever since that time, you guys have been asking me for our opinion. Have we used it? Have we seen it? What do we think? Blah blah. And we didn't have one in our possession. And then about a month and a half ago, boom, this showed up on the doorstep. You know, we've been taking out with this just this weekend. We took it out, and man, we put it through its paces. So this is what I'm going to tell you about this little guy. First of all, let me give you some of the specs on it, and then we get this out of the way. This comes strictly off the website here. The features on this is a xenon fabric, which is pretty dope for fabric. It has built-in tie-out lines, built-in storage bag, and ribbon tent peg loops. There's two of those. The size on this is 86 by 65, 7-inch by 5-inch when it's packed, and it only weighs 6 ounces. That is pretty cool. Now, all that sounds good, but really you got to look at the practical side of this. What's it like? You know, is it as easy to set up as it is advertised? Can it fit, you know, somebody that's 6 foot as advertised? You know, and what I can tell you is that we went out this weekend and we put this up. We played around with it. In less than a minute, this goes up. I'd never done it before. I'd never seen it out of its bag before, and in less than a minute, it was up and ready to go. And as you can see in the videos here, that I fit in there. I'm about 5'9", somewhere around there, and shrinking. By the way, I'm 5'9" and shrinking. How that works? Okay. But this is everything it's advertised to be. But I did want to show you how I carry this. I am not going to carry it like this. So you guys hang tight. I'm going to show you exactly how I'm carrying it. All right. So before I explain this to you, let me just say that the incorporated stuff sack that Dan designed for his emergency shelter, the T6Zero, is perfect. It works great. You saw it. It's small. It could fit in a pocket. Easily packable. Has a very small footprint. But for me, just because I don't like to carry a lot of extra stuff with me, you know, that would fit in a haversack. I don't know if you can see the haversacks over here, but it would fit in a haversack without a problem. But I have been migrating from the use of a haversack all the time to a chest bag. Now this happens to be from Hill People Gear. This is the SAR full version, you know, so it's a little bit bigger. But I did this because I wanted to have more control and more organizational abilities with my gear that I take out for like a 24-hour scout where I'm going to be out overnight, and I can go out overnight in this. But my thing was the shelter until the T6Zero arrived. So you saw how it was stuffed in a sack, and what I did was I folded it up to where I could wear it on, put it in my chest rig and not have to carry anything else, right? I do have the Terra Humara from Hill People Gear as well that I incorporate with this. But, you know, as far as a shelter is concerned, this is where I wanted it at because it's on me at all times. And if I get into a spot where I need to get it up, down, and dirty quick, this is perfect. And, you know, all you do is just pull out this line and it's all in here. You know, but this is how, I'll show you how it looks, you know, so you know. Right there it is. That's it. I flattened it out. All I did was folded it up, and I used the deploying cordage. I didn't wrap it up inside the tarp, but I got it to the point where, just like it comes from CoalCracker Bushcraft, you've got these two leading lines that you pull it out with, and I can do the same exact thing with this configuration here with this chest rig. So, I mean, it is now, as of yesterday, has become my main down and dirty shelter when I'm going out for 24 hours or less. And I mean, there's not too much that I could say critically about this. You know, the materials are great. I think that Dutchware Gear put that together for him, or maybe got the fabric from them, or whatever. I'm not sure, but I do know that this fabric Xenon is tank tough, and it is hydrostatically sound. You're not going to have any leaks coming through this under the type of conventional range that we get here in the United States. So, you know, the features on it are great. You know, the cordage jet is included on both ends, well thought out, and the way it's constructed is very, very stout. The loops, everything's good about this. If I would say that there's one thing that I would like to have seen different, is that there was a return. That once you have it out in your conventional tarp style lean-to, that there was another piece of fabric attached to that that would return back out for you to actually lay on. You know, you need something to get under, something to be in, and then something to be on. And that something to be on, you know, and I'm not being critical. I'm just saying, you know, when I was using, I thought, man, if he would have just put a little bit of extra fabric on there to where you could return it, and put loops on that to where you'd stake that down also. To me, that would have been the perfect shelter. But that does not deter me from saying that I am not going to use it. This is going to be in my chest pack until something bigger, better, and greater comes along. So Dan, you did a great job. I appreciate all the thought that you put into it. And for those of you that have never been out to his YouTube channel, it is CoalCracker Bushcraft. He's one of my favorite guys that I sometimes will watch his videos. I love his attitude. I've interviewed him twice. He's a great guy. He has got really a wonderful attitude and an approach. And he's taken this business, dug it out of the ground with his own hands, and you know, he's doing it. So kudos to you, Dan. Kudos to your product. And we pray that everything goes good for you. And by the way, he also has a survival school there in Pennsylvania. His website, there it is. It'll be in the video. So thanks for watching. Thanks for asking. Sorry it took so long, but we just didn't have the product in our hands. And now that we do, this is our opinion. Go buy one. You won't be disappointed. Thanks for your questions and your support. And as always, you guys ride free, you live free.